sun is finally shining in rain-soaked Danville, California, just in time for Pam Montana to refill the bird feeders. For her, time is everything.
If I could freeze just even today, that would really last for another year, and then it gets foggy again, that would be awesome.
Pam savored each minute since July 20th, 2016. That's the day doctors told her she had early-onset Alzheimer's. No known family history. She first got checked out after she found herself needing to take more detailed notes at her longtime tech job. And her husband noticed little memory lapses on vacation. She had known something was up, but it still took months of appointments, scans, and tests.
We were all sitting around the table, and it took him about 20 minutes to say, you know, that I had Alzheimer's. It was kind of frustrating, but at the same time, it was, you know, it was devastating. But part of me, you know, was kind of validated because nobody believed me. You know, everybody kept saying, well, you look fine and you can talk and you know, you can drive and you can blah, blah, blah. See them as much as I can and all that other kind of stuff. So.
Pam took us through her story as life profoundly shifted. The plot points memorized like a well-read book. First short-term disability leave from work, then long-term, then retirement. She became an advocate and raised thousands for the Alzheimer's Association. She enrolled in a clinical trial testing an experimental treatment for her disease. The trial stopped because the drug failed. She enrolled in another drug trial and is still waiting for those results.
This isn't what I wanted. You know, I'd rather be working. Yeah. And, you know, doing things that I can do on myself, because of a lot of things I can't anymore. I don't remember when it was. It might have been yesterday. And I couldn't do math, like, at all. And I tried like 5 times to figure out like how to carry it over. And I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Symptoms like that math incident have picked up in recent months. That's why she's interested in the new Alzheimer's drug lecanemab. The FDA gave the treatment accelerated approval earlier this month for patients with mild and early Alzheimer's symptoms. It's not a cure, but studies show the drug moderately slowed cognitive decline by 27% after 18 months, compared to those who had a placebo.
What I understand is I think it would just slow the progression. And that's really all I want. I just want time. I would love anything to just stay where I am right now.
The IV antibody treatment is sold under the name Leqembi. It's recommended once every 2 weeks. The drug tackles what experts think is a hallmark of Alzheimer's, a brain protein called amyloid beta. But it comes with risks. In the clinical trials, some cases of fluid on the brain and brain bleeds were reported. And then there's the price tag, more than $26,000 a year. Because of that FDA accelerated approval, patients have to pay out of pocket. That does not include costs for scans or doctor follow-ups.
Think about how many people can afford to pay that, and it really brings up questions of health equity.
The clinical community and really the patient community are still trying to figure out what's next.
The price tag hinges on 2 things: if the Alzheimer's drug gets traditional FDA approval and whether Medicare will cover it. Both are uncertain. Maria Carrillo is the Chief Science Officer of the Alzheimer's Association. She explains the organization has asked the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid to reconsider an earlier decision to not cover the class of drugs lecanemab is in.
Every day that we wait, 2,000 or more individuals will progress to that stage where they no longer can have access to this drug because they don't qualify. That's unacceptable.
Back in Danville, Pam Montana's shrinking time is getting exponentially more valuable. She's got constant headaches and ringing in her ears. Some days go slower, more tiring than others.
I know it's going to get worse because it is getting worse, but I know that that's okay too, and that we're just kind of like a one day at a time thing.
There are days she's grateful to see, whether she'll remember them or not.
Now, in sharing her story, Pam wanted to make sure, like many patients do, that she is not just that Alzheimer's title. She's a new grandmother. She still has a very full life with friends and family, and is very curious to see what this drug might do for her. Now, with her, any other patients that might be considering this, of course, talk over those risks and benefits with your provider. Del, back to you.
Always risk to everything. Lindsey Theis for us live in San Francisco tonight. Lindsey, thank you very much.